There was COVID in between, so all I wanted to do in that moment was spend time with my husband, because it was time we had not had together.
The video of Katrina Kaif and Vicky Kaushal strolling in London is going viral, sparking pregnancy rumors. Have a look at this flashback interview with Katrina discussing life after marriage with Vicky Kaushal.
Like when you got married, and this happens to all couples, right? You also expand your peeps. You also make new friends based on your partner, and there is a world that you sort of become part of. Did you make new friends? Because this is Bollywood, but there's another Bollywood, right? It's part of the film industry. Like say Neeraj Given, what part be your friend now?
I say it very openly. Yeah. I say, baby, you are an art film. What do you call it? It's an art house film.
Art house film, yeah.
I say you are at heart an art house film
actor.
A buff. I'm not even talking about an actor. A buff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's such an incredibly versatile actor, and I think more than he ever demands of himself, I see him in that way, because I just feel he is so capable of doing incredible things.
Yeah.
As an actor, I'm excited to watch what he does in movies, because I think he is so versatile and talented, and this has nothing to do with me being his wife. As his wife, then I pull his leg all the time. There's that conversation all the time.
You make those disparaging remarks that movie industry guys make, right? Yeah, arty hai, artsy hai.
No. But in his choices of films. So, for example, if he will know every film or TV show which is coming out, which I might not yet have heard of, and I might come to know of it a little bit later, but he will know of it on real time.
Sure.
He's very, very in tune with everything that's been made, and I think that's his experience, that's his journey, that's where he comes from.
Right, but you would meet. I want to get into how your life could have changed from a social point of view once you get married. You would have new friends from Vicky Kaushal, his own.
I mean, absolutely. First of all, it's not just two friends. First of all, it's two families coming together.
Yeah.
He comes from a very,
which is also close, a film family. Yeah.
A film family, of course. That's the immediate family. But then there's the extended family as well, right? They all the whole entire family who's in Punjab still, who of course came to the wedding, who we all got to meet at the wedding. So first of all, it's two big families coming together. I come from a big family, right? I mean, I have 6 sisters, and then there's a whole thing, and then there's this whole thing, and that was just, it was the most incredible thing to see at our wedding. And I just think that his parents they've raised just the most incredible children. Both Vicky and Sunny, both of them are just such grounded, well-balanced, incredible young people with their principles in place.
In terms of father, you're referring to Sam Bahadur.
Shamji, yes.
Viewers know he's a really talented action director who has an incredible story of his own.
Yes.
It's fascinating. Again, a shout out, if you ever get the time, wherever you catch your podcast, catch the Bombay film story that we've done with Sam Bahadur.
Oh, nice.
And it's not, of course, it's all about movies, but it's also his story. It's nuts. From a mechanic shop to where he went. It's fascinating. So family becomes a new friend. Is that what it is? There's a social circle from there.
First is two families coming together, and then definitely his friend circle. And one of the most incredible things is he has this really core group of friends, I would call, who have been his friends, all of them. There's a large group. I think it's 20 of them.
Engineering college and stuff.
Yes. Since college, exactly since then, and they are such fun people. And so that was a whole new entrant into my life.
This Katrina Kaif, they've always known.
They really didn't. I think because of the way they are, and Vicky and them together have I guess cultivated that relationship or that equation over the years. No, and in fact, some of them even the group kind of split up into two parts, and a lot of people went to live and work in New York. So even when we travel there, we have a whole kind of group of friends who are.
Who was your first friend in Bombay? Do you remember when you came down to the city?
Alvira was definitely one of the first friends, and we became friends, she tells me, because we went to the same step class together.
Okay.
I don't know if you still remember step.
What is that?
Step is like a little step, and you do this little, it's like an aerobics class. So you get on the step, you get off, you get on the steps, and then you do turns, like a choreographed.
Like a Pilates, I don't know.
No, it's not like a Pilates. There was no such thing as Pilates back then, okay? Step class is good old Jane Fonda. It's aerobics, aerobic. You just kind of, you do simple things.
So you guys met there in the classes?
We met there, and she was like, I was just so fascinated by this girl who would just come to class eating like peanut butter banana sandwiches. Like, it just seemed a bit off. And yeah, so she was really one of my first friends. Yasmin Karachiwala, who of course then became like my an extended part of me, because I think in the last 20 years she's spent so much time with me as my trainer.
It's actually a shout out to my friend Krishna. He's a Tamil movie buff, okay? And he sent me a clip last night, okay, of an interview of yours where you're with Vijay Sethupathi,
okay,
and somebody's asking him a question about, you've been playing these villain roles, and you stop that interviewer and say, listen, but he's done 96 and he's done Super Deluxe, which is essentially telling me, like, you've actually seen these movies. Yeah. Is this a Vicky Kaushal effect? Like that space is really not your space.
That's unfair. Listen, I don't have a space. I really genuinely am saying this.
I'm basing a space on
you're basing
on the films that you've done
on my choices.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that you don't catch other things. That is just who I am.
Yeah.
That just means that those were the choices I made.
Right.
There could have been various reasons for those choices. Yeah. Those were the best filmmakers, according to me, in the country that I was getting a chance to work with. And my heart was in all of those films, each and every one of them.
Sure.
Like when I've walked, I know you're going to count, definitely, Dhoom 3 is one of these big blockbuster films.
Absolutely.
When I walked onto the set to do those songs, it was my dream. It may not be somebody else's dream, but it was my dream. It was my dream to do those songs and to show a circus performer looking athletic, dancing like that, because this is my passion.
That's what excites you.
That's what excited me
to do, not necessarily to watch.
That was my passion, absolutely.
Yeah, you watch anything.
And if you ask another actress, she'd be like, the thought of doing that, oh my God, rehearsing for no, that's not my thing. Yeah. She may have other passions, but that was me. Dance and performance in this zone has given me immense joy.
I think the last thing I'm gonna end with, and because we have looked back at your life and your life in the films, this is your 20s, okay? So you get your first film in, then you get your first big hit, that would be Maine Pyar Kyun Kiya, right? Yeah, that would be 2004 would be your first big hit, at least in so far as Hindi films are concerned. And then it's your 20s, that's the youth, that's entirely spent working, or did you have fun in this new city that you were exploring as well?
No, I love my job. I love what I do. So I've loved every minute and every day that has been spent at work. For me, I've enjoyed it. It's part of my life. I don't see it as separate from my life.
But you would unwind the places in Bombay that you loved going to?
I've loved working with everyone. So oftentimes the teams that we would work with and those people almost become like your family.
Yeah.
They become like your temporary family, and in some cases they stay with you.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, for me it's every day has been.
It's been a crazy ride, I have to say. I think Leo Tolstoy said something to the effect of, a great story is about a man who goes off on a journey or a stranger comes to town. Your story is both, and I think someday, Katrina, you've said a few things here, but I think someday you should film your own story. It's a fascinating one to watch.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
But thanks for this.
Leave some things unwritten.
Really? I think you should write.
I mean, what I want to be said is the work I've done and the work that I hope to leave behind, and hopefully the work that one can do with and for society in general.
Yeah, Katrina Kaif, you've been a pleasure.
Thank you
for being on.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.